Good day to all you glorious devil hunter bastards. My name is FOXSOL. Welcome back to Wallet May Cry, the game that tries its best to separate you from your cash and make your wallet cry. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to more Peak of Combat content. In today's video, we're going to talk about possibly you sleeping on power that you can accumulate right now. So let's get into it. Let's discuss this. And let's have a good time. All right, I'm going to be your bona fide bullshit teacher today, guys. And we're gonna go through a couple of different areas of how you could level up your hunter units, what you could do, and if there's by any chance, maybe out of all this, there might be something you may have missed that I can help you with in accumulating more power. So, what are we looking for in here? Now, I've made several different videos in the past with character builds like Virgil, Dante, and such, and I kind of explained all this, but apparently some people out there still don't watch my older videos. They're subscribing and asking the same question over and over again, so we're gonna have to make a video about this again, but let's try to make this a little bit broader. So we're not going to focus just on Virgil or Dante or Nero or anything. We're going to focus on the generalized, how can you upgrade your character to the best potential possible? There's a couple of different elements. We'll first and foremost go to the Hunter tab. We'll go into the Development tab here, and we'll get rid of the basic bullshit real quick. So this is the stuff that you should know, but in case you don't know, we're gonna go through it. First and foremost, if you got dupes, meaning that you got shards for Nero or whatever character you want to upgrade, go spin them in here. Each one of these little circles here is 5 shards. When you get it all done together, you need 20 shards to unlock it. So basically it's 50 shards all together to go into another class. So if you start off at A, this would be 50, this would be 100, so forth, so forth, so forth. And why does that matter? Because it gives you new talents to unlock that makes your character stronger. This should be completely point blank obvious. So take a look at what shards you have in your inventory. Come take a look at your characters. This is what you want to come into to rank up your character. This will drastically increase your character, except for Nero. Nero's a bitch, so we're not worried about that. But any other character, it will drastically increase what they were to the new point. As well, go simply to upgrade. Quick add. Get your vials together, level them up. Make sure that they're at the level your office is at. So if your office level like me is at 66, level them up. There you go. You get your stats up, your defense, your tech, your HP up, and you're good to go. Simple as that. Don't forget about awakening. You want to do this. How do we do awakening? Straight up, you go to your events tab. You're going to go into challenges. You're going to go find this thing called memory corridor. You don't have to you don't have to come over here and triple all these stars. You just have to clear it. Tripling it only gives you reward values. So that way, you get gems. If you triple it, you get 1 summon for the permanent hunter vault. But otherwise than that, clear all these out to the best of your ability. And that allows you to come here and go back into development and awaken your character, which will also make your character stronger and give them more power. So yes, like Virgil would say, you need more power. So don't sleep on that. Cards is another spot that you should be looking at. I haven't really done shit with Nero's cards, so let's go to a different hunter that actually has good cards, like my Virgil. When you're ready to go ahead and upgrade your character, cards matter. We're looking for cards that are good, that's based around the kit of the hunter. So, for example, Virgil's a character that is physical and bleed. So bleed gauge efficiency is a really good card. Crit rate, he does crit, is a good card. All this physical damage, we want to make him a powerhouse. This is a build that I'm trying right now. It looks pretty shitty so far. I'm probably gonna go back to the old thing that I was doing, but With these cards, they give you, you know, two cards of they're exactly the same, gives you a benefit right here. Same thing if you got all four cards being the same, gives you a different benefit. In this case, physical damage 16, 20% for crit rate, 20% for damage if they're bleeding. That is beautiful. Don't sleep on the cards. Go to the slot of slaughters. Just make sure that you're looking for 6. You're looking for that extra. That one extra random, you know, stat that's going to be put onto that card, because a normal card for a legendary looks like this. A good legendary has a new stat. So always keep in mind that these cards will be always better. Well, not always, but in general will be better than these cards. Okay? So that helps you get a little extra more oomph and power into your character. But the biggest thing that I think a lot of people have been overlooking, and no matter how much I explain this, because numbers matter, okay, is the Book of Demons. Or Book of Demons. I call it the Book of Demons because there's several demons. This is your fucking Evil Dead Necronomicon. Okay? Difference is that you got different books that affect different characters. So for example, the Phantom book here that you see will only affect physical characters such as Virgil, Dante, Lady, Devil Crusher, and Royal Guard. This book with the Minotaur will do your fire-based characters: Ignite, Fist of Salvation, Knight of Order, soon to be Devilbringer. Yvonne here will do Nomadic Lightning, One Man Show, and soon to be Count Thunder. This one only affects Frosty Grace and soon to be V when he's released. So it affects different elements. This gives you also a stat boost. Upgrading the book itself, its pages, following this out, allows you to max the runes at certain levels, gives you more damage. 35 doesn't seem that much. 30 doesn't seem that much, and that's not the point of it. We're not looking for the damage really out of this. It's great that right now we got 435 extra attack, we got 320 extra defense, and 2,455 extra health on all our physical based characters. But what really matters in here is the runes. You have right now at this point in time 2 sets of runes. You're gonna have, let's take a look. The Violent rune, which is your basic rune, which you can see increases bleed damage of bleeding targets by 8%. And if you get all the way to level 5, which is upgrading the runes and combining runes together to make them into one big rune, if we can get to level 5, it's 32%. But we have character specific runes as well. And in this case, this one is for Endless Judgment Virgil. Look at all the stats. The first level, when you put 3 runes in it, of Virgil's Flaw runes, you get 12% for the bleed of the damage, which this also works for every other character, but this is the part that only affects Virgil. Increased damage in the Judgment's cut by 12%. For us, because we did the runes, we upgraded the runes twice, we got level 2, which means that now our runes efficiently now do 24 and 24. So bleed targets are affected by 24%, and our judgment cut is now dealing 24% more damage. So this right here, don't overlook the demon book. I don't know how many times I have to explain this mathematically to some people. The demon book shows you even in the future. We don't know nothing about Devilbringer coming out, right? Only the people who's played the beta really does. But I could tell you something. Look at the runes for Devilbringer. If you didn't watch my Devilbringer video, come over here. Let's get out of this. Let's go take a look at this. We already got Devilbringer's runes already set, ready to go. So the Disaster rune is for Devilbringer. That's coming out, Nero. And it increases damage of burning targets by 12%. But look at what Nero's one's going to be. Increases the damage of Devilbringer's Devil Trigger by 80%. That's like having a full-on fucking crit on your Devil Trigger. Like, you're telling me we're going to be having increased damage of 80% more? Holy shit. And then that, if we got all the way to level 5, that would be 400%. That's pretty fucking banging. That is a big ass fucking level spike, believe it or not. So Basically, idea for a build on Devil Bringer would be we want to make sure MP regens on to get to Devil Trigger as fast as possible. We want to have as much damage output as we possibly can on the character. We're probably not too worried about crit rate on that in that case scenario. We're more worried about damage because we want to multiply our damage by another 80%, another 160, another 400. Don't overlook the Book of Demon. Look at what character is your anchor. Look at what runes you need. And how do you get the runes? If you come over here, it says rune acquisition right here. It'll show you gem store, boss exchange, boss hunt. These are the 3 places where you can find runes. In the gem store, you can come here. If you got the purple gems, you can go buy those gems right out. You don't even have to gamble on a chest or anything else. You can come get the disaster runes right now. Heck, you don't want to do that? Guess what? You want to spend money? Guess what? You can even come over here to packs. I think it's right here actually. Because I already bought some of these. Yeah, right here. Advanced rune selection. You can go buy this right now for $14.99 and it guarantees you 2 runes. 2 legendary runes which you can pick. And you can say, "Oh, I want Devil Bringer runes." I'm probably going to do this. When I get Devil Bringer, I'm probably going to buy this out, all 3 of them. And I'm going to try to max out that damage as much as possible. So, those are a couple of ways to guarantee your hunter's really strong. Now, another thing that a lot of people overlook is your team lineup. Why does your team lineup matter? I use this as an example as all fire types. When we go ahead and have an all fire type team, our lineup right here is all fire type hunters, and their increased fire damage altogether is an extra 30%. So if we have cards on Nero, for example, which I know his cards are crap right now because I was bothering not to do anything with it right now at this point. But we could take a look. If we found cards like the Plutone cards and we went ahead and, found cards in particular like fire damage plus 3.2% and so forth, and then we did 4 cards of this, which, it increases 16% with 2 cards and increases overall damage. We could make it to where fire damage is really fucking good. And because they're all part of the same lineup, each one of them, my anchor included, is going to get an extra 30% stack. So let me use this as an example. An all physical team. This is how I'll better explain it. You see, we have an inactive right now. Now, if we go ahead, we put all 3 physical characters, boom. Our lineup consists of physical type hunters. Our crit rate has increased by 30%. Why does that matter? Travis, that's only 30%. That's not much. But take a look at my Virgil. My Virgil gets an extra 20% crit rate if the target's bleeding. So that's 50% crit rate if they're bleeding. Then because he's already past SS, if we go take a look at SS right here, this is why you want to read talents. We get an extra 40% crit rate on top of that if we do a perfect judgment cut. So our perfect judgment cuts increases the crit rate by 40% while in battle. Wow. So 40, 20, and 30. Isn't that 90? So 30 plus 20 would be 50 if the target's bleeding. And then with an extra 4 on tops, that's 90. And then he's got an extra 11%. So basically, he's already at 100% crit rate with a 98% crit rate damage right now on top of that. You see what I'm getting at right now? Mathematics, guys. Mathematics. Don't overlook your damage. Don't sleep on it. There's multiple areas where you can make your character pop off. Read your character's talents. Read your character's skills. Read, the Book of Demons, what a rune does. Read the cards. Make your builds to be to where what you want it to be. Do you want a balanced team? Do you want to make it to where one character, like for my example, for me, with Virgil, is my glass cannon, is my rock, it's my anchor. It is the character to do all the fucking damage in the world. That's how you do it. So don't sleep on the damage. That's what I got for you guys. I hope this video helps some people out there. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, but there is some people out there who hasn't been watching like build videos, so per se they don't really understand this. So I just wanted to make a basic generalized tutorial on all this, and we're going to continue doing the character builds. I'm actually going to make another video here real soon. I'm going to pick another character and we're going to read its kit, and we're going to see about developing for that character. So until next time, guys, take it easy, have a good one, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.